Hi, I'm Pete Geoghegan, corporate chef for Sterling Silver Premium Beef. Today I'm going to talk about a great way to maximize profits utilizing the strip loin. We're going to take the strip loin and we're going to break it down. It's not going to be your typical steaks that you cut every day. We're going to actually do a Manhattan fillet out of what I would consider the thicker part here. And then we're also going to do a Petite strip, a little different than what the industry's been doing with Manhattans over the last couple of years. I'm going to walk you through it, talk about the best way to cut it, best way to actually get the best yields, and then also talk about how we can menu these a little different. Okay, let's get started breaking this down. So there's this big connective tissue that comes across this back here, right? I call it a back strap. So when you're taking this back strap off, it's really important that you leave as much of the meat on there as possible. So I try to treat this like it's the silver skin on a fillet. So you're gonna get right underneath that back strap, and then you're gonna give yourself a little handle, and then you're gonna grab that, and you're gonna ride your knife underneath as you're pulling that off. But you wanna turn your knife just slightly up so you're leaving that meat on this strip loin. About 3 inches in, off the back, is where I'm actually gonna make my cut. And I'm going to take that and run all the way across and then separate the two. And there you have your Manhattan fillet. After you've cut the fillet across, you're going to want to maybe trim it up just a little bit because it's got some edges to it, so you want to give it a little bit more of that round look that people expect in a fillet. You just have a little bit of trimming across here, take those edges off, not a lot. And then also on the end here, just want to block this off. Then you can get a beautiful cut. Now, I like to cut these about 3 fingers across, about 1.5 inches. And there you have a beautiful fillet. So the way I cut these, I ended up with about 8 5.5, 6 ounce portions. Right, so that's something that you can play around with, right? On an average strip loin, that's about what you're gonna get. But you can cut these a little smaller for like what I would call a medallion. You could even go a little thicker, right? If you wanted to go up to 8 ounces, like a real fillet would be. But that's up to you. It's very versatile at this point, what you end up doing with it. Now I'm ready to cut the Petite strip steaks from here. I'm going to round off these edges just a little bit because the cut I made earlier actually makes it a little blocky. So you're going to want to cut your ends off just a little bit. I'm going to cut these about 2 fingers width, which is going to give me probably around a 7 ounce steak at the end. I would also say that's probably about 1.25 inches. So after I've cut these into steaks, this is where I like to trim the fat off. If you can see here, there's probably a little over 1/4 inch. I like to take it down to about 1/8 inch. It just cooks up a lot better, less flaring on the grill. So there you go. Took a strip loin and now we have 2 new cuts that you can offer your customers. So we have the Manhattan fillet, beautiful 5-6 ounce fillet. And then we also have the Petite strip, so anywhere from 8 to 9 ounces. But what you're doing here is you're giving yourself an opportunity to put new items on your menu that your customers are not going to find at any other restaurant in town. Enjoy.